Keep going.
Wait, you two! Just a moment, please. You're the Traveler in Paimon, right? I thought you two looked familiar. People have been talking all about you. It's a pleasure to meet you. Do you have a moment? There's something I'd like to discuss with you. My name is Nabil. I'm a Matra in the Akademiya. You're friends with Cyno, right? I've heard him mention you before. Currently, Cyno is out investigating a case involving smuggled canned knowledge. It's been days since we've last heard from him.
Oh no. Do you think he's in trouble?
Well, to be completely honest, it's pretty hard to imagine anything that could pose a threat to Cyno. But since we haven't heard from him, we're starting to suspect that the case might be more complicated than we had originally thought. Word has it that you two are brave, smart, and extremely capable adventurers. Do you think you could lend us a hand and help investigate the smuggling?
Alright, since you asked so nicely, we'll help.
Large amounts of canned knowledge from unknown origins have been appearing on the market recently. Cyno suspected that there's a secret route being used to move the capsules. According to some research, using large amounts of canned knowledge could lead to some serious consequences. And unfortunately, most people have yet to realize that. Rumors also have it that some particularly dangerous canned knowledge has made its way into the market. Regardless of whether the rumors are true or not, this case calls for urgent action. Last we heard from Cyno, he was investigating somewhere outside Sumeru City. It seems that he had found some leads at the time, but we haven't heard from him since.
Sounds like we better go look for him. Come on!
How's the case coming? Any progress?
Cyno! There you are! We finally found you!
Ah, it's you two. I knew I sensed a familiar presence, but I'm very busy at the moment. We'll have to chat some other time.
That's right! Nabil asked us to come and check on the situation.
So Nabil told you about this? Divulging my location without authorization. I'll let it slide for now. This isn't the time for that. I see. Well, the situation might be more problematic than you anticipated. I've already questioned several people, but gained very little information. Long story short, I was able to learn of the secret location where the canned knowledge is being sold. You're welcome to accompany me if you're interested.
Whoa, sounds pretty complicated, but having a chance to catch bad guys with Cyno, it's like we're a part of the Matra. Alright, sign us up!
Is this all you got? Seems even less than last time.
What difference does it make? If you see something you like, buy it. If not, then keep walking.
They've been cracking down on us lately, so we don't have much on hand. If you see something that catches your eye, then now's your chance. There's no telling when we'll have more.
What does the Akademiya think they're doing? Alright, I'll take these here. Let me see what else you have. I don't see any real gems in this batch. It's all pretty ordinary stuff. Whatever, how much do I owe you?
150K. Show us the Mora, and you'll get the goods.
Put the Mora down and your hands up.
It's Cyno! When's he ever gonna let up?
Hey, forget the goods! Let's split!
But don't forget the Mora!
Done! Not so fast! You can't escape with Paimon on the case!
What is this? He's got backup now? Doesn't everyone say Cyno works alone? I don't like the looks of this. Either way, it's gonna be a tough fight. Any ideas?
It's over. It's not like we're making a big cut anyway. I'm not losing my life here.
Huh? Did they really just give up like that?
Just like the others I've caught. They're not deep in the circle, just dealers at the bottom of the chain. All right, I have one question and one question only. Where did you get this canned knowledge?
The pickup location is different every time. The boss tells us where it's gonna be and that's it. We don't get a say in it. He sends someone every 5 days to bring us the goods.
And when is the next batch coming?
I don't know.
He's telling the truth. Honest. Normally, we should have received a shipment 3 days ago, but we didn't get anything. The stock we have right now is from 8 days ago, which is why there isn't much left.
I know exactly why they didn't receive their last batch. 3 days ago is exactly when I started my investigation. I suspect who's ever running this whole thing knew that I was coming. So they cut all contact with these dealers. When you were trying to escape, you said something about me working alone. Where did you hear that from?
Are you kidding? We've known your name since day one in this business. The boss warned us to watch out and even gave us info about you. But here we are. I guess we never stood a chance.
They already knew all about me and were trying to avoid being detected from the very beginning. These small fries are the only ones they leave out in the open. And no matter how many we catch, it won't further our investigation. If only we had another lead. Like a merchant who sells large amounts of canned knowledge.
Huh? Oh, you mean someone like nothing?
Do you have a potential suspect? You'd better bring them to me for judgment.
Whoa! Judgment?
That's right. I won't turn a blind eye on any dangerous suspect.
Oh! Sounds like we shouldn't ever let Cyno meet Dory.
I see. Anyway, I'll think of a way to deal with these two and then continue gathering information. If you manage to learn anything, you can find me at Caravan Rebot. And as for you, I don't ever want to catch you buying canned knowledge again. If you possess any unused knowledge capsules, then you should submit them to the authorities immediately.
Okay, I got it. Just keep your nose out of my business.
Hey! What's with the attitude, mister?
What, you got a problem with that too? Listen, buying canned knowledge is a deal between two people, the buyer and the seller. We don't need people like you butting in on our business here. Think about it. If the Akademiya is hoarding something as convenient and useful like canned knowledge, then they must have been planning only to use it for themselves. Am I right?
The Akademiya has clearly published the potential dangers of canned knowledge. I don't like having to repeat things. And besides, I'm sure you wouldn't listen anyway. I just hope you understand that your actions are what fuels the smuggling of canned knowledge. If I ever catch you again, I will personally see to it that you are punished. All right, Traveler. I need to go now.
Ha! You think you can scare me?
Traveler, why don't we go talk to Dory? She's got loads of connections and might be able to tell us something about all this. If Paimon remembers correctly, she's usually at the Palace of Alcazar's array. Let's go! Go, Barbara, go!
I just wish that some people would actually do their jobs.
I see. So that's the latest scoop. Good thing you didn't rat me out. Otherwise, who knows where I'd have to be hiding to avoid attention. No idea. Sorry. I've already cashed out of the canned knowledge business. Huh? You mean you stopped selling it? That's right. With so much canned knowledge flooding the market, it was becoming impossible to fetch decent prices anymore. Besides, it seems that group of smugglers has practically taken over the market. It's a little rule of mine to never fight for a share of someone else's market. If I'm gonna make Mora, it's gonna be the lion's share. Plus, with regulations getting as tight as they are now, I figured I might as well just hang it up. Sounds like we came all this way for nothing. Well, not completely. Granted, I don't know who's behind all the smuggling activity, but since you didn't sell me out, I'll let you in on what I do know. After all, those smugglers have really crossed the line, butting their way into the market like that. I hope their luck runs out soon so that I can take over. I mean, so that the industry can become more fairly regulated. Hey, you just want to make more business for yourself. Don't underestimate its value. Think about it. You can gain all sorts of knowledge while bypassing the troublesome process of studying. Naturally, that makes it a product worth a high price. Of course, not everyone needs that kind of knowledge, but in a market as big as Sumeru, there is plenty of demand. Plus, the cost of production is relatively low, so even if dealers have to cover transportation costs, there's still an enormous profit to be made. Then why does the Akademiya prohibit selling canned knowledge? Being able to gain complex knowledge and become a scholar with the snap of your fingers does sound like a dream, doesn't it? But everything in the world comes at a price, right? Gaining knowledge is a complicated process. It requires learning, thinking, and practice. Even when it comes to my own business, I have to go through a lot of preparation before I put anything out for sale. But with canned knowledge, one may simply skip all the hassle and get whatever they need to know immediately. That inherently leads to at least two potential problems. First, you'll accept the knowledge as factual without a second thought, and you'll find it very hard to forget. This means that if the knowledge is flawed, then it'll be very difficult to correct. And second, excess use of knowledge capsules over an extended time diminishes your ability to think. You'll end up becoming like a library that can only store knowledge. Oh, the
That does sound pretty dangerous. Traveler, you used canned knowledge before. Did you feel any negative effects?